right, we'll wait for a few people to get on here before we start talking. It's only the second time I've ever done a live on my phone, so let's try to straighten this out. Hey David, thanks for joining us. Brendan, thanks for joining us. Hope you guys are doing well. So we'll wait a few minutes before we start answering some of these giveaways. I've got a bag this time. Hey Ramon from TJ, thanks for watching this. Matt, how hot is it there? I'm in Apple Valley right now. I'm actually not in Hemet. It's not too bad. I think it was mid 80s today. It's probably high 70s up here right now. But it's going to be kind of a short live. I'll take this off here real quick. I'm visiting a family member at the emergency room, or in the ICU, I should say, that I haven't seen in a long time. So we'll see if they make it. So won't be too long of a live, but I wanted to say hi to you guys and do this giveaway. Hey James, hey Mark. 95 in Hudsonville, wow. Hey Steve, 65 there. Yeah, it's not too terrible. I'm a little sunburned riding the Harley back and forth here, so. All right, we got a few people on here. So we're doing the inflator from AVAPOW, the A18 inflator battery bank and flashlight combo. So I'm gonna start pulling names out of here, and we'll do the inflator, then we'll do a hat, then we'll do a lanyard, and then we'll do a sticker. Thank you, Matt, I appreciate that. 70 in Tehachapi, 87 in Tracy. Wow. Yeah, there's still some warm places right now. All right, I got all the names in here. Hi Joseph, Ralph, Ken, Luis or Luis. Thanks for joining, guys. Spooky. For all the new people that are just starting here, it's going to be a short live. I'm at the hospital visiting a family member, so still keeping my commitment to you guys. So let's pull for the inflator. You got to be kidding me. Eddie the best. That's funny. He's won before. That's awesome. Thank you, Eddie. So you're getting that inflator. I don't see you on here yet, but we'll email you. My wife's at home doing all the emailing, so Eddie, thanks for joining our giveaway. So you get the inflator. Thank you, I appreciate it. Dylan, thank you. Ramon, I hope so too. Matt and James are saying congrats to Eddie. So, Eddie's very active on the channel, and I appreciate all the comments from him and all of you guys. So I appreciate all that. All right, let's pull for a hat. I don't have my hat. It's not in my Harley, so you get a Harley hat today on me. But you'll get one of my hats in the mail. All right, let's pull this one. Unholy Orders 82. So Unholy Orders 82, you are getting a hat. So I'll email you, and when you give me your address, you can tell me black or gray hat. Michigan has your weather today. How hot is it in Michigan? Honest Auto and Tire Repair. Maybe later. Bless you and your family. Thank you, I appreciate that. They had to, he coded and they lost him, and they finally got him back. Shocked him a few times in CPR, and they got him back. So they just pulled the ventilator off this morning. So he's actually in there talking right now, but Phil might be back. Oh, 95, yeah, that's hot up there. Wow. Well, we got nice weather today. All right, let's pull for the lanyard. Actually, I kind of pulled two, so let's just send out 2 lanyards. The first lanyard will go to Chopper Doc. Well, that's a cool name. Chopper Doc. So, lanyard for Chopper Doc. And the other lanyard, since I pulled 2. Michael Wood. So 2 lanyards going out, 1 to Michael and 1 to Chopper Doc. '90s today. There's a good breeze, but it was warm. I've been finished up an oil pump on a 12 Silverado, half dead now. Yeah, I bet. It was like, I'd say about 90, 95, 98, somewhere in there, with like a 35, 40% humidity. And I ended up with heat exhaustion last week. So I know what you mean, man. Hey buddy, love your channel. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you, my 93 Chevy. Awesome channel, I appreciate that. I love my 92 Chevy. Thanks for commenting and watching, Matt. I appreciate that. I own a mobile welding business and can relate to the things you deal with in your vids. Keep up the good work. Oh, I bet. The struggles sometimes when you just find out that something's wrong or not made correctly. Customers. So Daniel, I'm glad you know the struggles too. All right, let's do a sticker. Mike S22. So Mike S22, we're gonna send out a sticker to you. And let's do another sticker. Stickers are cheap and easy to send out. Thank you guys, everyone, for joining. This is gonna be a short live. I'm at a hospital with a family member, so don't have too much time. Who is that? Loco Louie. I have ground issues on an 07 Suburban. There's not too many grounds. It's usually the one that's on the passenger side cylinder head. It's a black wire that usually breaks right there at the intake and the cylinder head. But it's usually the only ground issues I ever have. Don't fix many vehicles these days transition to detailing. I complete pain. Well, I bet, man. Brandon, I bet. Yeah, detailing. I hate detailing my cars. So I can only imagine doing that for a living. Scott Free. Thanks for joining us, Scott. Thanks for commenting on the channel all the time. Heck yeah, free advice on a live. No, Matt, it's not free. You got to send me money. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Any questions you guys have and I can answer, I definitely will on a live, or even I've had people comment, I'll comment back and stuff. So if you ever have a question, comment. I don't really check my emails very often, so sorry to everyone who emails me. I just don't have time during the day to look at the emails. There's a lot of companies that reach out and I don't get back to them. Most of them are just cheap companies I don't want to work with anyway, so that's why I don't check. Chris, thanks for joining us. San Antonio, Texas. What's your weather like out there? Brennan, part-time? Yeah. Well, whatever pays the bills, right? Alpha, Kenny Body. How you doing? Chris, hot and humid, I bet. I got nothing to complain about today. Daniel, little brother graduated UTI auto mechanic program and can't find a job for damn near a year. Any tips for him just starting out? Probably gonna have to start out as a lube tech somewhere and get some experience in a shop, probably a dealership, and then from there either get moved up or it's sad to say, but the only way to get a raise or move up in a company is by quitting and going to another company, and then they put you in that position. Most places won't move you up when it comes to dealerships and places like that. It takes years. So I'd tell him to try to be a lube tech for a little bit just to get his foot in the door. Matt, want to fly to Michigan and replace my wife's high pressure power steering line on an 08 Honda Odyssey? You know, if I flew, I probably would, but I don't fly. The PCM loses its internal ground on these. The lights are on the dash. You may want to run a ground strap from the outside of the ECM to the frame. You have ECM on the driver's side front. Scott, I got one for you. On 09 Tahoe, I had a customer, it's still at my house, they're picking up tomorrow. They don't want to fix it, put the rest of the money in it, but they went through a puddle and they ripped a bunch of wires underneath near the transmission. So they had it replaced, or not replaced, but fixed. I'll just say fixed. And he's always had an AVAP code for the past year. Well, he brought it to me after 5 mechanics couldn't figure it out. And then I unplugged, well, I checked the vent valve, it didn't work. So I unplugged it, and when I unplugged the vent valve, it said the O2 sensor was unplugged. So I was like, okay, so let me pull the O2 sensor out, or unplug it. And then it said the vent valve was unplugged. So I found that they crossed some wires. Well, I guess when they cross the wires, the PCM still sends power down to the O2 sensor. Well, I guess the other wire that it was switched with was shooting power back to the ground side of the PCM, and it burned out the ground side driver, so the vent valve is always on. That was a fun one to chase. Took me like, I don't know, 4 hours to fix everything and then find out that. And now they need like a $700 PCM plus programming and all that. It's windy and 60 here in San Fran. It's a nice day. San Antonio's hot, I bet. Chris, what code did you get on that? P0449. And that was while it was still hooked backwards. So then I fixed it, and then I was still getting a P0446 for, I forget what 446 is, a circuit code. Driver malfunction or circuit malfunction or something like that. So then I found that it was always on. It would never purge or vent. I was like, okay, well, why is it always on? And it's building a ton of pressure in the tank, or a ton of vacuum when the purge valve kicks on, I should say. That's what it was doing. And then I'd let it sit overnight, and then I'd unhook the gas cap, and it would start shooting out fumes. So. Thanks, Matt. Hope your labor rate changes for electronic diag. No, my labor rate stays the same. I probably said it before. If I haven't, my labor rate's 150 an hour, and I usually, depending on what it is, I usually find it in the first hour. But this one took me quite a while because someone had already messed with it. But I think I've got 2 hours of diag on it, and I hooked him up on a vent valve because he did burn that one out. I start automotive tech school in November, so I'm gonna make a YouTube videos and about cars, and glad I found your channel. You have a lot of tips. Thanks, James. I appreciate that, and good luck with school. Soak it all up. Books are cool, but your best experience comes from hands-on. You can read anything you want, but then you go and actually apply it, and it's completely different. So get your hands in everything you can, James. How great did it feel to figure that out? It was awesome, Matt. Jason, hello Robert, how's everything visiting family in Central America? Nice. Everything's going okay. I'm at a hospital with a family member, so I'll probably do maybe about 10 more minutes on the live answering questions, and then I'm gonna head back in there. But have fun down there in Central America, Jason. Hope you and the family are good. The worst ground issues I dealt with up here is the rust belt in the past. Braided engine, yeah, Brendan. You guys have a lot of issues with rust and everything, so. That'll be cool, James. I wish you luck. Chris, all is doing good, and we're praying that this family member actually pulls through, so thank you. Starting college for electrical automotive this fall. My background is CNC but trying automotive, which I always loved. Nice. Well, good luck. I love automotive too. That's why I'm in it. I love fixing cars. I love it finding electrical problems or different problems and saying, okay, this is the problem, and then we fix it and then everything's good. The challenges and then the reward is fixing it. It's just satisfying to me. Jose, hello from Texas. Well, hello from California. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. That's good. Dealing with a lot of rain down there. Hopefully it's not hot, humid rain. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. Have a good night. We'll see you on the next one. What is your daily, if you don't mind me asking? Besides my service truck is a 2002 Chevy 3500 Duramax dually. Crew cab, long bed dually. Rob, you already do the giveaway? Yes, I already did the giveaway. Eddie the Best won the inflator, and I called out a hat and 2 lanyards and 1 sticker. I'm gonna do 1 more sticker. I got a few more names. So Standing Wolf, thanks for joining us. Scott, I finally picked a name for mobile business. Like to know what you think. What's the name, Scott? Thank you, Dave. Jason, that sucks, man. Well, I hope your trip gets better and all the rain goes away. John, I would check tires. I'd check your rotors. Could be inner tie rods, anything at 70 miles an hour or above. No worries, Standing Wolf. You're here now. We already called out the names. I didn't see your name when I pulled it. I love dualies, but I'm a Ford man myself. You know, I'm an older Ford guy. Early 2000s, but after that, they're just kind of crappy. I don't know. I don't like working on the newer Fords. Certain newer Fords. Wonder Monkey? Okay. It's not terrible, Scott. Are you going to put something before or after, like Wonder Monkey Mobile Mechanic or anything like that? It is like high 70s here right now. It's nice and sunny here. I'm in Apple Valley right now. In Hemet normally, yes, it's hot. Yeah, Standing Wolf, I texted back. If you texted me again, I don't have the work phone, so I'll see it when I get back. I haven't had the work phone in a couple of days. We've been up here doing this. Do you have flex fit hats? No, I just have the snapback style hats. Always learn something new out of your videos. Well, thank you, Luis. I appreciate that. If you were to pick a daily 2000 Camry or a 15 Civic, I'd pick a 15 Civic. Nothing wrong with a 2000 Camry, but if I can get a newer vehicle, I'd get a newer vehicle. 93 F-150 two-door. Those are awesome. I had a 95 F-250 with a 460. Those were awesome. Just like that. That's not a bad name, Scott. 0864 Power Stroke. I don't know. I love the look. Don't get me wrong. I love the looks of the Fords. Absolutely love the looks of the Fords. But 6.0, 6.4, I'm not a fan of. 6.7's a little better. But I'd still, if I had to pick something, one of the three major diesels, I'd pick a Cummins. Thank you, Brendan. I appreciate it. Scott, that would be cool. I like that. Joel from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's call out the last sticker. Yeah, see my brother. He just got here. I didn't even see his car pull up. All right, let's pull for another sticker. Scott D. Scott D. We'll email you and we'll ask for your address and we'll get your sticker out. So that's all the giveaways we're doing today. We already did the inflator, we did a hat, so we'll email you guys, we'll get your addresses, and then we'll get it shipped out sometime this week. Jose, fully deleted and never had any issues. Okay, that's probably why, since it's fully deleted. My 02 Duramax is a federal truck, so no CAT, no EGR, no none of that. So I absolutely love that truck. It's got 370,000 miles on it now, and I tow, don't tell DOT, but I sometimes I've scaled out like 28.5, and it does perfectly fine. Hey dude, wish you the best for you and your family, or you and yours, and in your future endeavors. Thank you, Scott, and I wish you the best in yours too. But definitely keep me updated on that mobile mechanic stuff. But all right, guys, I'm gonna end this right here and head back up there. My brother just got here, and me and him are going up there together. So, would you do a timing chain on the BMW 3 Series? Not mobile, 100% not mobile. And honestly, I'd probably pass you on to my buddy who does nothing but Euro stuff. So later, God bless you all. Thank you. I appreciate that. God bless you guys. Later, guys. All right, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, guys.